About time, eh? This here is Dummy, my Connect suit. And in this video, as like a 1000 subscriber special, I'm going to talk about him. Now, this video is going to be two parts. The first one is going to show off the Mark 13, and in part 2, I'm just going to go over every single iteration of the suit, from Mark 1 to the Mark 13. Now, before we begin, I just want to clear some things up. Number 1, why the hell has this taken me so long? I've had requests to do a tutorial on the suit for a while now, and the first reason is I have a real love-hate relationship with this suit. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's like my best bit of work. I'm so proud of it, but it takes so long to set it up, to put it on, like everything. And also, just to be frank, I'm just a bit burnt out from it, you know? Like, I've done everything I really want to do, so I can't really think of anything else to do with it. That being said, eventually I do want to like wear this out in public, but I need to do a lot more test fitting for that, and I can't be arsed. And number 2, I need to be honest, I mean, I've never claimed this, but I can't claim responsibility for like 100% original design on this. I got a lot of my inspiration from this guy called N-Guyan. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll throw up a screenshot, I'll throw up links in the description to check out his channel and his Connect suit. But long story short, his Connexoskeleton Mark II is very, very similar to this in terms of looks, but that's where the similarities end. I promise you that this is a 100% original design. I did go onto his video. He does like kind of a little build guide in like a CAD software, but I did follow that video to build this, but I promise you this is not that suit. This is still like 100% my own suit. I had to reconfigure every single piece so it'd fit me because, you know, big and strong. But yeah, this is not N-Guyan's suit. The only thing which is like one-to-one are the hands. Oh no, not even the hands, the fingers. Like the finger design is the only thing that's one-on-one. Everything else on this design is 100% mine. The full Connect stand, the butt flap at the back, the arms having to be readjusted, the legs having magnetic clasps, the torso, everything has had to be remade to fit my specs. But I do need to give N-Guyan a massive shout out, because if it weren't for him, I probably wouldn't be here at this point. And the final thing before I start talking properly about the suit, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please consider doing it. It's absolutely free, it makes my day, it makes us all happy. So, this is the Mark 13 Sentinel armor. The Mark 13 Sentinel armor, in case you haven't seen the videos. Oh, and one more thing. I've got pretty much every iteration of the suit over on my TikTok. It's the same thing. I'll try throw up a screenshot. I don't really post on there anymore, but if you want to have like a deeper look at the suits and kind of the building process towards getting to this stage, you can check that out. And like on the early days of this channel, I do show my face a little bit, but to be honest, I've changed so much from then that you probably wouldn't even recognize me, so that's why I stayed disguised. The Mark 13 Sentinel armor also features this massive broadsword, as you can see here. It's quite tall. If you can see here, it's pretty tall. I'm 5'9", yeah, I know, I'm a dwarf. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty cool. I'm really happy with how this broadsword turned out. It's probably one of my favourite bits about the Connect suit. And this is, again, 100% original, my design. As you can see, it's pretty fucking cool. Oh, his eyes are closed. Now, in a second, I will be moving the webcam, and I'll be taking this down and kind of going over each individual piece. This is not a build guide. If you want a build guide, check out N-Guyan's video, or just pause at certain points. Like, this is very easy to build if you pause it at certain points and just look at it. But before we do a close-up of everything, I do want to brag that I think this is currently by far the best Connect suit, like, ever. I'd go as far as say it's better than N-Guyan's, purely because it's a lot stronger. It's got a Connect stand. You can see it's on a stand, completely made out of Connects. This suit features no broken pieces, no super glue, nothing bound together. Like, this is all just out the box. The only glue that's featured is on the back of the hamstrings, just for the magnets. That's it. The rest of this is 100% original Connects. No 3D no 3D printed parts. No, nothing. You could get enough boxes of Connects and build this. The magnets aren't even necessary. They're just there to make alignment a bit easier. So real quick, let's give you a closer look. So here it is. You can see, got full Connect stand either side of it. You see it's got a full Connect stand either side. Got the helmet at the top. We've got the shoulders and the arms. And then further down, you've got the legs. And as you can see around the back, you have got the full stand. I might need to record the next bit on my phone, actually. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just take it apart, lie it on the floor, and then, yeah, we can look at each individual piece. Oh, slight schnoz reveal there. Okay, I'm going to have to record the rest of this on my phone because the webcam can't get a good enough angle. So here is a better look at the torso. Oh, mirror there, I need to avoid exposure, but here are I'm just going to start from top to bottom of the torso and also the legs as well. So as you can see at the top, we've got the torso here. We have these this is where the arms connect, and I'll show you in more detail in a second. And basically how this chest piece opens up is it just like flaps open. I'll try and attach a bit of an older photo I took, but this thing opens up down the middle like a vest, and yeah, you just simply step into it. You can see a bit of the internals here, lots of paneling. A lot of the previous versions didn't have that back paneling there, and therefore it broke really easily. Here's a quick look at the stand. I'm going to go further in detail in just a second, but just to show you how they work. And again, this is 100% Connects, no glue, no anything. You can see this grey rod goes through, look at that, cobwebs, that's how long it's been since I've gotten this thing out. But there's like these back pillars attached to the torso. And this is just like a little release mechanism, so that's not in use at the moment. But you can see there, grey rod goes straight through, attaches to the pillar bits back there, and yeah, it's just a big leg. Then at the back, nothing exciting. You've got like the big braces here, and it's exactly the same on the other side there. And then here you've got the most important bit, the butt flap. Of course, it's not fully extended at this point because the legs are in the way. But yeah, you can see good range of motion. Yeah, so I changed my mind about filming on my phone because I absolutely hate it. So that was the torso, nothing that exciting. However, what is quite exciting are these stands. So you can see, it's weird because I've got virtual desktop there. But anyway, as you can see, it's literally just, yeah, a stand. Solid construction. You can see here, this is the release mechanism. The rubber band broke on this one, so actually it'll be easy if I show you on the other one. Here we are, so here's the other one. So the idea is that gets clicked back like that. That mechanism will kind of flip up, so then it looks like that. And then as you saw, the torso will rest in the middle and at the back. You release that mechanism. It doesn't shoot all the way through because it doesn't line up perfectly, but the rubber band kind of helps you assist wiggle it through like that. And then once the torso's on, I'm sure there's a time lapse of me putting it on, but once it's on, I kind of wiggle that out and I've got the torso on. But it's important to note that I don't need the stand to put the torso on. It's just a nice addition. These things are very strong. In fact, I've made them strong enough where if you balance just right, they can take my full weight. Just like that. And I'm 80 kilos, I'm a big boy, and these things just take them completely fine. So these stands are extremely strong. No super glue, no 3D printed bits, no cheating, just original Connects. Very happy with these. Next up, we got the helmet, kind of the centerpiece of the suit, if you will. Very, very cool design. I really like how it wraps round. You can see the inside of it there. and the eyes flick down like that. When I was younger, because the helmet was like one of the first bits I made, when I was younger, I actually used this helmet in a Nerf war, and I remember just going into combat and flicking the eyes down. I felt very cool. But this thing's very painful to wear. You need this balaclava in order to wear it, because it's very spiky. Next up, we've got one of my favourite bits, the arm. So you can see the arm is very, very flexible. So it's got this little joint bit here, and as you can see, that all moves. When I'm wearing the full suit, I can touch my head and touch my fingers and stuff. And the flexibility is thanks to kind of a double elbow joint, as you can see. And the reason that there's a gap here is because the arms are suspended like this in the suit. And to put them on, I've kind of got to slide my forearm into the bicep and then slide it down. Very cool. This is like one of my favourite bits of the suit. Very flexible, very comfortable, and that is the arm. I've gone to the floor with this one. Last but not least, I think, arguably, the most important part of the suit, and what makes or breaks any suit, we've got the leg. Now, previously, how I used to put the leg on is similar to the torso. This whole thing would open out. This is more of a shoe cover than a boot. As you can see, that bit just slings open. You're meant to wear that with just your shoes, because I tried making a full NEX foot. One, it's extremely uncomfortable, but B, you don't get anywhere near as much flexibility. So as you can see, you can just slide that on. But this new system of how I've put it on is quite cool, I think. So originally, when I first made this suit, like I said, it all opened out up down the middle, and one of the main handicaps of the older suit is that you needed this stand to put it on, because you had to put the legs on first. Now this is a huge problem. Obviously, you need the stand. Like, without that stand, you can't put it on. Yes, it's extremely fucking cool, because it feels like power armor. It's just suspended there, and you just put it on. But that meant, like I said, without the stand, you can't put it on. So, like, when I brought this whole suit to school, I had to bring the whole stand with me as well in order to put it on. So yeah, the only way to put it on was to put the legs on first, then put the torso and everything else on, because once the legs are on, you can't really squat down or like sit on the edge of a bed or something. So I knew that if I wanted this suit to be truly one of the best, I'd need to ditch the stand in order to put it on. So I made it so I could put everything else on and then the legs. Now don't get me wrong, it's a lot trickier to put it on now, but it's worth it. So how you put this thing on now is, you'll see there is this yellow rod here. Now this is just to click everything together in the final bit. But what you do is you unclip that, pull that apart, orange connector here, that gets disconnected, and then that opens up. The shoe is already at the bottom here. Usually it's a pair of Crocs, but I can then point my foot, slide it in, bring those bits together thanks to the magnets, and then it's quite awkward. I have to like fully twist my leg like outwards like that in order to put it on. But then what I do is I make sure these two bits are aligned. So before connecting the magnets together, what I do is I'd push that rod all the way out. So look, that's clicked together. So I'd be like, okay, that's lined up. That's lined up. And then you're done. That's how you put the legs on. Now, these legs are fairly flexible. For some reason, on the right leg, the knee cover doesn't fully rehouse all the time. Oh no, it might be the left one. Yeah, it might be alright. But as you can see, it's fairly flexible. I already mentioned the Achilles tendon at the back. It does break sometimes. Oftentimes it's fine, but I shove it in my wardrobe in there. And then, and this is the most important part, a lot of people don't realise, and I know this sounds silly, but your foot bends. Like, when I was first designing a suit, the foot would just be one solid thing. But now, look, this now also moves up and down, because obviously when you walk, and you push off the balls of your feet, so that's another thing to consider. Just like, learn how the human body moves, you know? And that is all the components of the suit. Again, big shout out to Pin Guyan. I'll try and put screenshots and a link and everything in the description and maybe in the comments as well if I remember. And I do just want to say one other thing just to clear some confusion. This is in the description of all my videos as well. But I schedule upload a lot of my videos. So a lot of the time the kind of sub goal or the date or the game version won't match up with current date, and that's because what I usually do is record quite a few videos, because whenever I hop on with Shout I record every play session, so it's kind of in bulk. Then I'll edit them and then I'll schedule upload them. So yeah, just in case like things don't match up, because there's a few scheduled videos in the future where I'm still saying my sub goal is 500 and you guys fucking smash that. So yeah, that's just to clear up some confusion. But real quick, if you've watched till the end, thank you so much. I just want to say a quick thank you message. Like, this is, just been a little side hobby. I started uploading in May. I had like 225 subs. And now I'm on over 1,100. Like, it's just crazy to me, the love and support that's being shown. Like, it doesn't, I don't think it's fully computed. But yeah, I just want to say thank you. You know, thank you for all the support that's being shown. Thank you for the views, the subs, comments. Like, it does mean a lot. It does mean a lot, and it's nice that I can just record a dumb shit, upload it, and then people enjoy it. Like I said, this is part 1 of just showcasing the current suit. Part 2 is kind of going to be going over like all the old suits and stuff. I'm not too sure when that's going to be recorded and uploaded, but yeah, I'll try and work on it. Thank you guys so much, it really does mean the world. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, thank you so much.